On Easter Monday, April 21st, 2025, the world awoke to a silence that rang like a bell through the halls of the Vatican. Pope Francis is dead. He passed away at the age of 88 inside his modest residence at Casa Santa Marta. The Vatican made the announcement early this morning, confirming what the faithful had quietly feared in recent weeks. His body, frail from illness, had been fighting pneumonia. In the end, it was peace that came for him. Jorge Mario Bergoglio was many firsts. The first pope from the Jesuit order, the first from the Americas, the first from the Southern Hemisphere, and the first pope in over 300 years not born on European soil. When he was chosen in 2013, already in his 70s, few expected him to lead the church into the kind of spiritual and political complexity that defined his papacy. Yet here we are, mourning him, remembering him, wondering what comes next. Cardinal Kevin Farrell stepped forward this morning and spoke to the gathered press in a trembling voice. "Dearest brothers and sisters," he said, "with deep sorrow I must announce the death of our Holy Father Francis." Outside the Vatican, bells tolled. But somewhere else, somewhere stranger, an old text may have echoed too. Because centuries ago, in the year 1555, a French astrologer named Michel de Nostradamus, better known as Nostradamus, wrote a series of cryptic prophecies. He spoke of wars, plagues, and cosmic horrors. But among his grim verses was a single chilling line that has resurfaced today like a ghost stepping into the light. Through the death of a very old pontiff, a Roman of good age will be elected. Of him it will be said that he weakens his seat, but long will he sit and in mordant activity. A very old pontiff, a Roman of good age, a weakened seat, and yet a long reign. It's prophecy, it's poetry, or maybe just a trick of coincidence. But now, with Pope Francis gone, many are turning back to Nostradamus with unease in their eyes. Some have even pointed to another of his verses, believed by a few to hint at Francis's successor. A young man of dark skin, with the help of the great king, will deliver the purse to another of red color. In a Vatican that is still mourning, still organizing the 15-day wait for the Conclave, still preparing for the rituals of farewell, talk of prophecy hangs in the air like incense. It feels too much. Francis will lie in state at St. Peter's Basilica before he is buried, not in the Vatican, as is tradition, but at the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore. A quiet deviation from history, like so many of his choices. He visited that church often, prayed there before traveling, returned after each journey. He will rest there now among the people, not behind marble, but among footsteps. And yet the world does not pause for grief. Today, headlines blur with strange and ancient words. Nostradamus, they say, also foresaw cruel wars in Europe, internal collapse in England, and even a plague returning from the past. A pestilence under the skies, as he called it. His visions stretched to cosmic fireballs and poison rivers, a world on edge, a church in mourning. And somehow, in the space between those lines, Pope Francis's death has become more than a human loss. It has become an omen, a turning point, a signal flare in the dark. Just yesterday, he stood on the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, addressing the faithful one last time during his Easter Sunday blessing. The Urbi et Orbi, to the city and to the world. His voice was thin, his body visibly strained, but his words carried. He waved, he smiled, and now he's gone. The faithful gathered beneath hazy Roman skies, some unaware they were watching their final glimpse of a papacy. A living bridge between the church and the modern world, now past. The conclave will convene in the coming days. Another man will wear the white robe, carry the ring, raise the chalice. But something fundamental has shifted. Whether you believe in prophecy or not, whether you see Nostradamus as a visionary or just a poetic lunatic, this moment is undeniable. Pope Francis is dead. And with his death, the Church stands at a strange new threshold, a time of reflection, a time of reckoning, maybe even a time of fulfillment. In death, Francis may have fulfilled more than duty. He may have fulfilled prophecy. This has been hosted by AI, where the past whispers through the veil of the present, and sometimes it's right. Until next time.
Audio Jungle.